Have you ever wondered what makes certain people so captivating? They seem to carry an effortless magnetism, drawing others to them like moths to a flame. It's not about flashy looks or over-the-top charm. Instead, it's rooted in something deeper, something unshakable. That something is the power of Stoic habits. Maybe you've heard of Stoicism and thought, that's ancient philosophy, it's not for me. But here's the truth. The core principles of Stoicism aren't dusty ideas from the past. They're actionable habits that can transform how people see you and, more importantly, how you see yourself. These habits have been cultivated by some of the greatest minds in history, and when applied to modern relationships, they create a presence that's impossible to ignore. But let me ask you, do you feel you're at your full potential in how others perceive you? Or do you sometimes feel overlooked, underestimated, or misunderstood? If so, what you're about to discover could be a game changer. This video isn't about quick tricks or shallow tactics to impress. It's about habits that make you genuinely compelling, habits that build deep, authentic connections. By the end, you'll see how mastering these habits can make others not just notice you but be drawn to you in a way that feels natural and lasting. Let's dive into the first habit, one that is perhaps the foundation of all others: mastering emotional control. 1. Mastering emotional control. Think about the last time someone lost their temper in front of you. Maybe they shouted, slammed a door, or let their frustration boil over. How did it make you feel? Likely it wasn't inspiring. Now consider the opposite. Someone who stayed calm under pressure, who didn't flinch when others were losing their heads. How did that make you feel? Probably impressed, maybe even drawn to them. Stoics understood that emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about understanding and mastering them. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In today's world, this ability to remain composed is rarer than ever, and that's exactly why it's so magnetic. Imagine being the person who doesn't panic in a chaotic situation, who doesn't let anger dictate their words, and who can face life's storms with steady resolve. That kind of energy makes others feel safe and inspired. And here's the secret. Emotional control isn't something you're born with, it's a habit you can cultivate. Start by asking yourself, what triggers me most? Is it criticism? Is it feeling ignored? Once you identify your triggers, practice pausing before you react. Just a few seconds can make all the difference. This pause gives you the space to choose your response instead of being controlled by the situation. Over time, this habit rewires your brain, making calmness your default setting. Why does this habit make people obsessed? Because in a world full of drama and overreactions, being the calm in the storm is a rare and irresistible trait. It's not just about managing your own emotions, it's about how that control positively affects those around you. People gravitate toward those who make them feel stable and secure. And let's not forget the ripple effect this has on your relationships. Emotional control fosters trust. It shows that you're reliable, that you won't crumble under pressure, and that you can handle challenges with grace. This is the cornerstone of what we call Stoic relationships, where mutual respect and admiration thrive. Ask yourself this: what would it look like if I brought more calmness into my relationships? How would it change the way others see you? How would it change the way you see yourself? Emotional control isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. Now that we've laid the foundation, let's keep building. The next habit will take this Stoic energy to the next level. Stay with me, you won't want to miss it. 2. Practicing active listening. How often do you find yourself truly listening in a conversation, not just waiting for your turn to speak? Think about it. Most people skim the surface of interactions, barely scratching the depth of what someone else is saying. But what if you could be different? What if you could listen in a way that makes others feel deeply seen, heard, and valued? That's the power of active listening, a cornerstone of Stoicism and a habit that can transform the way people perceive you. Stoics believed in listening not just to respond but to understand. This wasn't about politeness or formality, it was about wisdom. They saw every interaction as an opportunity to learn, to connect, and to practice humility. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Think about the depth in that statement. When you listen deeply, you open doors not only for others to feel understood, but also for your own growth. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you listened without interrupting, without mentally planning your reply? If you're honest with yourself, it might have been a while. And that's okay. Most of us fall into the habit of listening to reply instead of listening to understand. But here's the game changer. The more you focus on truly hearing others, the more magnetic you become. People can feel when you're genuinely engaged, and they'll naturally be drawn to you because it's so rare. Here's a simple practice to get started. The next time you're in a conversation, ask yourself, am I fully present? To be present means no distractions, no phones, no multitasking. Instead, focus entirely on the person speaking. Look at their body language. Hear not just their words, but their tone, their emotions, and what's left unsaid. When you listen this way, something amazing happens. People feel safe with you. They start opening up in ways they don't with others. They trust you, and trust is the foundation of any great relationship, including Stoic relationships. By showing you value their thoughts, you're indirectly showing that you value them. But here's the key. Active listening isn't just about being quiet. It's about engaging in a way that deepens the connection. Nod, give verbal affirmations like I see, or tell me more, and ask thoughtful questions. For example, if someone is sharing a challenge, instead of offering advice right away, you could say, "That sounds tough. How are you feeling about it?" These small gestures demonstrate your empathy and interest, making the conversation more meaningful. Now, you might wonder, how does this habit make people obsessed? Simple. When you listen like this, you're not just meeting a need. You're filling a void most people didn't even know they had. In a world of superficial interactions, your ability to connect deeply is like a breath of fresh air. People will remember you as the one who gets them, who makes them feel significant. But let's get real for a second. Active listening isn't always easy, especially when emotions run high. Maybe someone is criticizing you, or maybe the topic doesn't interest you. These moments are the true test of this habit. Stoicism teaches us to approach even challenging situations with curiosity. Instead of getting defensive or tuning out, ask yourself, what can I learn here? This mindset shift not only diffuses tension but also shows maturity and composure, traits that elevate you in the eyes of others. Think about it. How would your relationships change if you started listening with intention? Imagine your friends, your partner, or your coworkers feeling genuinely understood after every interaction with you. How would that affect the way they see you? How would it affect the way you see yourself? These aren't just rhetorical questions, they're invitations to action. And here's the best part. You don't need to be perfect at this to make an impact. Even small shifts in how you listen can lead to big changes in how others respond to you. The key is consistency. Each time you choose to listen deeply, you're reinforcing a habit that strengthens your connections and your character. Now, before we move on to the next habit, let me ask you for a small favor. If this idea of practicing active listening resonates with you, show your support by liking this video and commenting number 1 below to let me know you're with me on this journey. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more powerful insights that can transform your relationships and your life. Your engagement not only motivates me but also helps this community grow, so thank you in advance for being part of it. Ready for the next habit? Trust me, we're just getting started. The next principle takes this foundation of connection and adds a layer of purpose that will leave a lasting impression on everyone you meet. 3. Living with purpose. Living with purpose is one of the most transformative habits you can cultivate. It's the act of grounding yourself in what truly matters and using that foundation to guide your decisions, actions, and interactions. Purpose isn't just a lofty ideal, it's a way of life that speaks volumes about your character and priorities. When you embody purpose, it creates an unmistakable energy that others can't help but notice and admire. For the Stoics, purpose was a cornerstone of existence. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his duties as a leader and as a person, grounding himself in the idea that his role was not about self-indulgence or vanity but about service and integrity. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, he wrote. This statement is both simple and profound, emphasizing that purpose is found in action, not in endless contemplation. In today's world, living with purpose can feel challenging. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, societal pressures, and the pursuit of fleeting achievements often cloud our sense of direction. But purpose cuts through this noise, offering clarity and focus. It becomes your compass, helping you navigate life's complexities with confidence and resilience. To live with purpose, start by reflecting on your core values. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What kind of person do I want to be? What contribution do I want to make in the lives of others? These questions are not easy, but they are essential. They help you uncover the principles that will guide your choices and keep you grounded, even when the world around you feels chaotic. Once you've identified your values, the next step is alignment. This means ensuring that your actions reflect your beliefs. If one of your values is kindness, then purpose might look like treating others with respect, even in difficult situations. If honesty is a core principle for you, then purpose might mean speaking your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Purpose isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about striving to live in a way that honors what you hold dear. Living with purpose doesn't just transform your inner world, it also impacts how others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who have a clear sense of direction and integrity. It shows that you're not easily swayed by external influences, that you're steady and reliable. This creates an aura of trustworthiness and strength that is deeply compelling. Purpose also adds depth to your relationships. When you live with intention, you bring clarity and authenticity to your interactions. Others can sense that you're not just going through the motions or saying what they want to hear. Instead, you're engaging with them from a place of sincerity and conviction. This is the foundation of strong, meaningful connections, what we might call Stoic relationships, where mutual respect and admiration thrive. It's important to note that living with purpose doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or doubts. In fact, purpose often becomes most powerful in moments of difficulty. It's what keeps you moving forward when things get tough, what helps you navigate setbacks with resilience. Purpose is your anchor in the storm, reminding you of why you started and what you're working toward. Imagine how your life would change if you lived with a deep sense of purpose every day. How much more focused, confident, and fulfilled would you feel? And how would that energy impact the people around you? Purpose isn't just about achieving goals, it's about living in alignment with your values, creating a ripple effect that inspires and uplifts those who cross your path. Living with purpose is not a destination but a journey. It requires ongoing reflection and adjustment as you grow and evolve. But the rewards are profound. A life of meaning, authenticity, and connection. This is the essence of Stoicism, not to chase fleeting pleasures or external accolades, but to live in harmony with what truly matters. It's a habit that not only transforms you but leaves an indelible mark on those around you. 4. Demonstrating resilience. Resilience is one of the most admired qualities in anyone, and for the Stoics, it was a skill worth mastering. Life is unpredictable, filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments that test our character. The ability to face those moments with courage and composure sets you apart in ways that others can't help but notice. Resilience is more than just enduring difficulties, it's about using them as opportunities for growth and becoming stronger in the process. The Stoics believed that adversity was a teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones, viewing challenges not as roadblocks but as essential parts of the journey. When you embody this kind of resilience, it's deeply inspiring to those around you. People are drawn to your strength, not because you appear invincible, but because you demonstrate the power to rise, adapt, and keep moving forward. Think about the times when you faced adversity. Maybe it was a personal loss, a professional setback, or a relationship challenge. Did you let the difficulty define you, or did you use it as an opportunity to grow? The truth is, resilience isn't about avoiding struggles, it's about how you respond to them. Do you choose to stay stuck, or do you find a way to turn pain into purpose? The Stoics practiced resilience by preparing themselves mentally and emotionally for life's inevitable hardships. This wasn't pessimism, it was realism. They used exercises like negative visualization to imagine worst-case scenarios and prepare their minds to handle them with grace. For example, Seneca advised his students to reflect on what they would do if they lost their possessions, their status, or even their loved ones. By doing so, they became less afraid of loss and more equipped to face life's challenges. You can practice this habit in your own life by reframing how you see setbacks. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger?" This shift in perspective doesn't just help you grow, it also changes how others see you. When you approach challenges with resilience, you inspire trust and admiration. People want to be around someone who doesn't crumble under pressure, who remains steady even when the world feels chaotic. Resilience isn't just about big, dramatic moments, it's also about the small, daily challenges that test your patience and character. How do you react when someone cuts you off in traffic? When a project at work doesn't go as planned? These moments might seem insignificant, but they're opportunities to practice resilience on a smaller scale. Over time, these small acts of composure build the mental and emotional strength you need to face larger challenges. Imagine how different your life could be if you approached every obstacle with the mindset of a Stoic. How much stronger, more confident, and more magnetic would you become? Resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about showing others that challenges don't define you, your response does. That kind of energy is contagious, drawing people to you because they feel inspired and reassured by your presence. And here's the thing, resilience doesn't mean you never falter. It doesn't mean you won't have moments of doubt or vulnerability. In fact, those moments are part of what makes resilience so compelling. When others see that you're willing to face your fears, to struggle and still move forward, they can't help but admire your courage. Resilience isn't about being perfect, it's about being real. If this resonates with you, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your own resilience. Think about a time when you overcame something difficult. What did you learn from it? How did it shape who you are today? Share your thoughts in the comments, like in comment number 1 if this habit speaks to you, and let us know how resilience has played a role in your life. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next powerful Stoic habit that can change your life. By subscribing, you're committing to a journey of growth and discovery, building resilience and other habits that will transform how you live and connect with others. It's time to step into your power and embody the strength and calm of Stoicism in every aspect of your life. Let's continue this journey together, one habit at a time. 5. Exuding confidence through simplicity. True confidence doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention or rely on external symbols to prove its worth. Instead, it radiates quietly, effortlessly, and authentically. This kind of confidence, rooted in simplicity and self-awareness, is one of the most powerful habits the Stoics cultivated. It's a confidence that speaks not through words but through presence, and it draws others in without force or pretense. The Stoics believed that confidence came from knowing yourself and understanding what truly mattered. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." For the Stoics, confidence wasn't tied to material success or social status. It was tied to their ability to remain content and secure in themselves, regardless of external circumstances. This simplicity allowed them to move through life with ease, unaffected by the opinions of others or the need to impress. Imagine someone who doesn't feel the need to boast about their achievements or seek validation through flashy displays. Instead, they carried themselves with quiet assurance, rooted in who they are and what they stand for. This kind of simplicity is deeply compelling because it's so rare. In a world where so many chase external validation, those who are secure in themselves stand out as truly extraordinary. Exuding confidence through simplicity requires a shift in focus. Instead of trying to project an image of success, you focus on cultivating inner strength. Ask yourself, what truly defines me? Is it my possessions, my achievements, or something deeper? When you strip away the layers of external expectations, you find a core of authenticity that doesn't need embellishment. One way to practice this habit is to simplify your life. This doesn't mean giving up everything you own or withdrawing from society. It means letting go of what doesn't align with your values. For example, Instead of chasing trends or accumulating things to impress others, focus on what brings you genuine joy and fulfillment. This kind of intentional living creates a sense of calm and clarity that others can't help but notice. Another aspect of this habit is learning to embrace vulnerability. Confidence through simplicity isn't about pretending to have all the answers or projecting an image of perfection. It's about being honest with yourself and others. When you're willing to show your flaws and admit when you don't know something, it demonstrates a level of self-assurance that's incredibly attractive. People respect honesty because it's real, and in its own way, it's a form of strength. This habit also ties closely to how you present yourself. Stoics believed in avoiding excess and focusing on what was essential. Their simplicity extended to their speech, their clothing, and their interactions. They didn't seek to overwhelm or dominate. Instead, they sought to connect and communicate with clarity. This understated approach is a powerful form of confidence because it signals that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. When you exude this kind of confidence, it transforms your relationships. People are drawn to those who are genuine, who don't feel the need to constantly perform or seek approval. This creates a sense of trust and stability that's incredibly appealing. In the context of Stoic relationships, this habit fosters deep and meaningful connections built on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial displays. Confidence through simplicity also helps you navigate challenges with grace. When you're secure in who you are, you're less likely to be rattled by setbacks or criticism. Instead of reacting defensively, you can respond thoughtfully, demonstrating poise and self-control. This resilience only enhances the quiet strength you project, making you even more compelling to those around you. Ultimately, this habit is about finding strength in authenticity. It's about understanding that you don't need to add anything to yourself to be enough. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone because your value comes from within. When you embody this mindset, it changes how you see yourself and how others see you. It's a powerful reminder that simplicity is not the absence of complexity, it's the presence of clarity. 6. Showing unshakable integrity. Integrity is one of the most admired traits in a person, yet it's surprisingly rare. It's the ability to stay true to your principles, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. For the Stoics, integrity was non-negotiable. They believed that living a good life meant consistently doing what was right, regardless of external pressures or personal gain. When you embody this habit, you become a beacon of trust and respect, a quality that draws people to you effortlessly. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of integrity in his meditations. As a Roman emperor, he faced constant temptations to abandon his values for power or pleasure, yet he chose to act in alignment with his principles. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it, he wrote. These words serve as a timeless reminder of the power of living with unshakable honesty and authenticity. Think about the people you admire most. Chances are, integrity is one of the reasons you respect them. People with integrity are consistent. They mean what they say and follow through on their promises. They don't bend their morals to fit the situation or compromise their values for short-term rewards. This reliability creates a sense of security and admiration in those around them. When you live with integrity, you send a powerful message. I know who I am, and I won't compromise on what matters to me. This kind of clarity is magnetic because it shows strength of character. It demonstrates that you're not swayed by external circumstances or the opinions of others. People are drawn to this stability because it's rare and deeply reassuring. Cultivating integrity starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are my core values? Take the time to define what truly matters to you and commit to living in alignment with those principles. Whether it's honesty, kindness, or fairness, your values become your moral compass, guiding your decisions and actions. Living with integrity also requires courage. There will be times when doing the right thing is difficult, when it means standing alone, speaking up, or walking away from an easy opportunity. These moments test your character, but they're also where integrity shines brightest. Every time you choose your principles over convenience, you strengthen your resolve and show others that you're someone who can be trusted. This habit also transforms your relationships. In the context of Stoic relationships, integrity builds a foundation of trust and mutual respect. When people know that you're consistent and true to your word, they feel safe opening up to you and relying on you. This creates deeper, more meaningful connections that aren't based on superficial charm but on genuine respect. One practical way to practice integrity is to follow through on your commitments, no matter how small. If you promise to meet someone at a certain time, show up. If you say you'll complete a task, finish it. These seemingly minor actions build trust over time, showing others that you're dependable and honorable. Integrity isn't about grand gestures, it's about consistently doing what's right in the everyday moments. Another important aspect of integrity is honesty, not just with others, but with yourself. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-reflection as a way to ensure that you're living in alignment with your values. Take time to evaluate your actions and decisions. Are they consistent with the person you want to be? If not, what can you change? This level of introspection helps you grow and reinforces your commitment to integrity. Imagine the impact of living with unshakable integrity. How much more confident would you feel knowing that you're living authentically? How would others perceive you knowing they can trust and respect you? Integrity isn't just a personal habit, it's a quality that inspires those around you, creating a ripple effect of honesty and authenticity. If this resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on how integrity plays a role in your life. Share your thoughts in the comments, like in comment number 1 if you believe in the power of integrity, and let us know how you strive to live authentically. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights on building these transformative habits. When you subscribe, you're joining a community of people committed to growth, authenticity, and living with purpose. Together, we can learn from the wisdom of Stoicism and apply it to modern life, creating habits that inspire trust, respect, and admiration in all our relationships. Let's keep this journey going. There's so much more to discover. 7. Embracing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative habits you can cultivate. It shifts your perspective, grounds you in the present, and helps you focus on what truly matters. For the Stoics, gratitude was not just a fleeting feeling, it was a way of life. They believed that appreciating what you have, rather than longing for what you lack, was the key to contentment and resilience. Imagine waking up every day and consciously acknowledging the things you're grateful for. Not just the obvious ones like your health or your loved ones, but also the small, often overlooked details. The warmth of the sun, the smell of coffee, the sound of laughter. These moments are easy to miss in the rush of daily life, but the Stoics believed they held the secret to true happiness. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about gratitude in his meditations. He reminded himself to be thankful for life's simple pleasures and the people who enriched his days. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, he advised, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. This mindset is as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. Gratitude doesn't just make you happier, it also makes you more magnetic to others. When you focus on the positive aspects of life, it shows in your attitude and interactions. You become a source of positivity, someone who uplifts and inspires. People are drawn to those who appreciate life rather than constantly complaining or comparing themselves to others. Practicing gratitude begins with awareness. Start by taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. This could be a morning ritual where you list 3 things that bring you joy, or a quiet moment before bed when you recount the day's blessings. Writing them down can make this practice even more powerful, as it creates a tangible record of your gratitude over time. Another way to cultivate gratitude is to express it to others. When was the last time you told someone how much you appreciate them? Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or a family member, taking the time to acknowledge their impact on your life can deepen your connection and brighten their day. Gratitude has a ripple effect. It not only makes you feel better, but also strengthens your relationships and spreads positivity. The Stoics also practiced gratitude by reframing challenges. They believed that even hardships were opportunities for growth and learning. Seneca wrote, "A good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness." This perspective teaches us to see difficulties not as burdens but as chances to build resilience and wisdom. When you can be grateful even for life's trials, you become nearly unshakable, a quality that others find deeply inspiring. Gratitude also ties into the idea of enough. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more success, more possessions, more recognition, it's easy to lose sight of what we already have. The Stoics countered this by emphasizing contentment with the present. They believed that true wealth wasn't about accumulation but about appreciating and fully experiencing what you already possess. This simplicity is a hallmark of Stoicism and one of the reasons why it continues to resonate today. Imagine how your life could change if you embraced gratitude as a daily practice. How much lighter and more joyful would you feel? How would your relationships transform if you consistently expressed appreciation for the people around you? Gratitude is a powerful habit because it shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding you that you already have so much to be thankful for. Living with gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding the good amidst the chaos and recognizing that even the smallest blessings can have a profound impact. Gratitude keeps you grounded, helps you maintain perspective, and allows you to move through life with a sense of calm and contentment. As you reflect on this habit, consider how you can incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. What are the moments or people you're most thankful for? How can you express that gratitude more often? By making this a regular practice, you not only enrich your own life but also create a ripple effect that touches everyone around you. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It's a way of seeing the world that transforms how you live and connect with others. It's a habit that can make you more resilient, more compassionate, and more magnetic in every aspect of your life. This is the power of gratitude, a simple yet profound practice that has the ability to change everything. 8. Cultivating a stoic presence. Have you ever met someone who had a calm and steady presence, no matter what was happening around them? They weren't loud, flashy, or demanding attention. Instead, their quiet confidence and focused demeanor drew you in. This is the essence of a stoic presence, a habit of being fully present in the moment, radiating composure and attentiveness that others find magnetic. The Stoics placed great emphasis on being mindful and grounded. They believed that a focused mind was the key to clarity and calmness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is where the Stoic presence begins, by taking control of your attention and centering yourself in the here and now. In today's world, cultivating this kind of presence is a rare and valuable skill. With constant distractions from phones, notifications, and multitasking, it's easy to lose touch with the present moment. But when you make an effort to be fully engaged, whether in a conversation, a task, or a quiet moment of reflection, it sets you apart. People notice when you give them your undivided attention, and they're drawn to the sense of calm and respect you exude. A stoic presence isn't about dominating a room or demanding attention. It's about being so grounded and composed that your energy naturally commands respect. Imagine someone walking into a chaotic situation and bringing a sense of calm just by how they carry themselves. This is what a stoic presence looks like: a steady anchor in the storm, someone who inspires confidence and trust simply by being there. One of the best ways to cultivate this habit is through mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness doesn't mean sitting in meditation for hours. It's about paying attention to what's happening in the present moment. For example, when you're in a conversation, focus entirely on the other person. Listen to their words, observe their body language, and respond thoughtfully. This level of attentiveness not only deepens your connection but also makes you stand out in a world where genuine focus is increasingly rare. Another important aspect of a stoic presence is self-control. The Stoics believed that mastering your reactions was key to maintaining inner peace. When you can stay calm in the face of provocation or stress, it creates an aura of strength and reliability. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions but learning to respond rather than react. By pausing before you speak or act, you show maturity and poise, qualities that others deeply respect. A practical way to practice this is to slow down. When you're rushing through life, It's easy to miss important details and moments. Slowing down allows you to be more intentional with your actions and words. It helps you stay composed and thoughtful, even in high-pressure situations. This deliberate approach communicates confidence and reliability, which are essential for building trust and connection in Stoic relationships. This habit also enhances your ability to handle conflict. When you maintain a calm and steady demeanor during disagreements, it diffuses tension and allows for constructive conversations. People are drawn to those who can navigate challenges without losing their composure. Your ability to stay centered not only benefits you but also creates a sense of stability for those around you. Imagine the impact of cultivating a Stoic presence in your everyday life. How would it change the way others see you? How would it affect your relationships, your career, and your personal growth? This habit isn't just about how you appear to others, it's about transforming how you experience life. By grounding yourself in the present moment and embracing calmness, you create a ripple effect that enhances every interaction and situation. If this resonates with you, let us know in the comments, like in comment number 1, if you're inspired to cultivate a Stoic presence in your life. But don't forget to subscribe to join us on this journey of personal growth and self-mastery. By subscribing, you'll gain access to more insights and habits that will empower you to live with intention, confidence, and clarity. A Stoic presence is a powerful habit because it's rooted in authenticity. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. This habit helps you connect more deeply with others, navigate challenges with grace, and live a life of purpose and integrity. Start practicing today and watch how this simple yet profound habit transforms your life. 9. Maintaining a balanced perspective. Life is full of highs and lows, moments of triumph and moments of hardship. It's easy to be swept away by the tide of emotions, but the ability to maintain a balanced perspective is what sets Stoics apart. This habit, deeply rooted in their philosophy, allows them to remain steady and composed, regardless of external circumstances. It's not about ignoring emotions, but about seeing situations clearly and responding thoughtfully. The Stoics believed that perspective was key to navigating life with wisdom and resilience. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to zoom out and view situations from a broader lens. In his meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This insight highlights a critical truth. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we perceive and respond to it. Maintaining a balanced perspective starts with recognizing the impermanence of life. The Stoics practiced this through a concept called the view from above, where they imagined looking at their lives from a bird's eye view. This exercise helped them see how small and fleeting their problems were in the grand scheme of things. By adopting this mindset, you can distance yourself from immediate emotional reactions and focus on what truly matters. Imagine facing a stressful situation, a missed deadline, an argument, or a disappointing outcome. Instead of letting frustration or anger take over, pause and ask yourself, how significant will this be in a week, a month, or a year? Often the answer is that it won't matter much at all. This practice of putting things into perspective allows you to approach challenges with greater calm and clarity. Another aspect of maintaining balance is understanding that life is a mixture of good and bad, and neither defines you completely. The Stoics taught that external events are neutral, it's our interpretation of them that gives them meaning. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you internalize this truth, you gain the freedom to choose your response rather than being controlled by your circumstances. This habit also involves cultivating self-awareness. Reflect on how you typically react to setbacks or successes. Do you let small inconveniences ruin your day? Do you become overconfident during moments of victory? A balanced perspective helps you avoid the extremes of despair and arrogance, keeping you grounded and steady no matter what comes your way. Maintaining balance isn't about suppressing emotions or denying reality. Instead, it's about giving yourself the space to process your feelings without being consumed by them. For example, if you face a failure, acknowledge your disappointment but also look for the lesson. What can you learn? How can you grow? This mindset turns every experience, whether positive or negative, into an opportunity for growth. This practice also strengthens your relationships. When you maintain a balanced perspective, you're less likely to overreact in conflicts or take things personally. You become a source of stability for others, someone they can rely on when emotions run high. This quality is invaluable in Stoic relationships where mutual respect and understanding are the foundation. A practical way to cultivate balance is through journaling. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on your experiences. What went well? What challenges did you face? How did you respond? And how could you have handled things differently? This exercise helps you see patterns in your behavior and develop greater emotional awareness. Another useful technique is gratitude. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you can shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude anchors you in the present moment, reminding you of the positives even during difficult times. It's a simple yet powerful way to maintain balance and avoid being consumed by negativity. Maintaining a balanced perspective doesn't mean life will always be easy. There will still be moments of struggle, frustration, and uncertainty. But with practice, you'll find that you can navigate these moments with greater ease and confidence. You'll develop the ability to step back, reassess, and move forward with clarity. This habit also makes you more approachable and trustworthy. People are drawn to those who remain composed under pressure and can offer a calm, rational perspective during tough times. By cultivating this habit, you not only improve your own life but also become a source of strength and inspiration for others. Imagine how your life could change if you consistently maintained a balanced perspective. How much more peaceful would your days feel? How much more effective would you be in handling challenges? This habit, though simple, has the potential to transform how you approach life and how others experience you. The power of maintaining a balanced perspective lies in its ability to ground you, even in the face of life's uncertainties. It's not about being unaffected by events, but about choosing how you let them shape your mindset and actions. This is one of the greatest gifts of Stoicism, a clear, steady mind in a world full of distractions and chaos. And when you embody this mindset, you create a sense of calm and stability that resonates with everyone around you. 10. Practicing self-discipline. Self-discipline is the backbone of success, resilience, and personal growth. It's what allows you to stay true to your commitments, push through challenges, and maintain consistency in a world that constantly tries to pull you off course. For the Stoics, self-discipline was more than just a personal virtue. It was the key to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's a habit that doesn't just enhance your character, but also inspires admiration and respect from those around you. The Stoics understood that self-discipline starts with mastering your desires and impulses. Epictetus famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This mastery doesn't mean denying yourself everything you enjoy. It means learning to control your impulses so they don't control you. In a society where instant gratification often takes precedence, the ability to delay gratification and stay focused on your long-term goals is both rare and magnetic. Think about the times in your life when you've struggled with self-discipline. Maybe it was sticking to a fitness routine, staying committed to a project, or resisting the urge to scroll endlessly through your phone. These moments aren't just about willpower, they're opportunities to strengthen your resolve and build the habit of discipline. Every time you choose self-control over indulgence, you reinforce your ability to stay focused and determined. The Stoics practiced self-discipline by cultivating habits that aligned with their values and purpose. They believed that discipline wasn't about punishment or deprivation. It was about living in a way that reflected their commitment to what truly mattered. For Marcus Aurelius, this meant dedicating himself to his responsibilities as a leader and philosopher, even when it was difficult. He didn't let distractions or personal desires interfere with his duty, and this unwavering focus earned him respect and admiration. One way to develop self-discipline is to start small. Choose one area of your life where you'd like to improve, whether it's waking up earlier, exercising regularly, or cutting back on distractions, and commit to it consistently. The key is to set realistic goals and celebrate your progress along the way. Discipline isn't built overnight. It's a muscle that grows stronger with practice. Another important aspect of self-discipline is understanding your why. Why are you pursuing a particular goal? What's the deeper purpose behind your actions? When you have a clear sense of why something matters to you, it becomes easier to stay disciplined, even when motivation fades. This clarity helps you push through challenges and keep your focus on what truly matters. Self-discipline also involves setting boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself. The Stoics emphasize the importance of saying no to distractions and temptations that don't serve your goals. This doesn't mean cutting yourself off from enjoyment. It means being intentional about where you direct your time and energy. By setting these boundaries, you create space for what's truly important, and you show others that you respect your commitments. Imagine the impact self-discipline can have on your relationships. When you're disciplined, you show up as a reliable and consistent presence in others' lives. You follow through on your promises, handle conflicts with composure, and contribute positively to the dynamic. This quality is essential in Stoic relationships where trust and respect are the foundation. When people see your commitment to self-discipline, it inspires them to hold themselves to a higher standard as well. Practicing self-discipline doesn't mean you'll never stumble or face moments of weakness. The Stoics understood that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Each time you fall short, reflect on what went wrong and use it as an opportunity to grow. This mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones, helping you build resilience and strengthen your commitment to discipline over time. Self-discipline also transforms how others perceive you. In a world filled with distractions and inconsistency, someone who can stay focused and steady stands out. People are drawn to this quality because it signals strength, reliability, and purpose. It's a quiet kind of power that doesn't need to be announced, it's felt. Now take a moment to think about how self-discipline could elevate your life. What's one area where you've struggled with consistency? How would developing discipline in that area transform your confidence, relationships, or personal growth? Reflecting on these questions can help you identify the habits you want to cultivate and the steps you need to take to get there. If you've made it this far, it's clear that you're committed to growth and self-improvement. So why not take the next step? Like and comment number 1 if you believe in the power of self-discipline, and let us know which areas of your life you're working to improve. Don't forget to subscribe so you can continue learning about these powerful Stoic habits and how they can transform your life. Subscribing is more than just hitting a button. It's a commitment to bettering yourself and embracing the wisdom of Stoicism. Together, we can build the habits that make us stronger, more resilient, and more magnetic in all areas of life. Let's keep pushing forward, one disciplined step at a time. 11. Radiating quiet humility. Humility is a quality that is often misunderstood in today's world. Many equate it with weakness or self-diminishment. But true humility is far from that. It's the quiet confidence of knowing your worth without feeling the need to constantly proclaim it. It's the ability to recognize your strengths while remaining open to learning and growth. For the Stoics, humility was an essential virtue, one that grounded them in reality and allowed them to connect with others on a deeper level. The Stoics understood that humility begins with self-awareness. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of his humanity, despite his position as a Roman emperor. In his meditations, he wrote, "Do not think yourself more highly than you ought." This wasn't self-deprecation, it was a practice of grounding himself in the truth that no one is immune to mistakes or above improvement. By embracing this mindset, he remained approachable, reflective, and genuine. Radiating quiet humility doesn't mean downplaying your achievements or undervaluing yourself. Instead, it means carrying your accomplishments with grace and allowing your actions to speak louder than your words. When you let go of the need for constant recognition, you create space for authenticity. This, in turn, draws others toward you, as they sense a depth and sincerity that's increasingly rare. Humility also involves acknowledging the contributions and value of others. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of humanity, that no one succeeds entirely on their own. By recognizing the role that others play in your life, whether it's through support, mentorship, or collaboration, you strengthen your relationships and build mutual respect. This openness fosters the kind of connections that are the foundation of Stoic relationships, where ego takes a backseat to genuine partnership. In practice, humility means listening more than you speak. It's about approaching conversations with curiosity rather than a desire to dominate or prove your point. When you take the time to understand others and appreciate their perspectives, you show respect and empathy. This not only enriches your understanding but also deepens your relationships. Humility also helps you handle criticism and feedback with grace. Instead of becoming defensive or dismissive, you view it as an opportunity to grow. The Stoics taught that wisdom comes from a willingness to learn, even from those who might challenge us. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." By staying humble, you remain open to new ideas and experiences, which enhances your ability to adapt and improve. Another powerful aspect of humility is gratitude. When you appreciate the opportunities, relationships, and experiences in your life, you're reminded of how much you've gained from others. This perspective not only grounds you but also fosters a sense of contentment. Gratitude and humility go hand in hand, creating a mindset that values growth and connection over pride or entitlement. Imagine how humility could transform your relationships. Instead of seeking to be the center of attention, you focus on uplifting those around you. Instead of competing with others, you collaborate and celebrate their successes. This approach creates a dynamic of trust and respect, where everyone feels valued and empowered. People are drawn to this kind of energy because it's genuine and affirming. Humility also strengthens your resilience. When you let go of the need to prove yourself, setbacks become easier to navigate. You're no longer tied to the fear of failure or the pressure of perfection. Instead, you see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. This perspective not only reduces stress but also inspires others, as they see you handling difficulties with grace and composure. Practicing humility doesn't mean denying your worth or suppressing your ambitions. On the contrary, it means embracing your strengths while remaining grounded in the reality that there is always more to learn. It's about finding a balance between confidence and openness, a balance that allows you to connect with others while staying true to yourself. To cultivate humility, start by reflecting on your interactions. Are you truly listening to others, or are you waiting for your turn to speak? Are you open to feedback, or do you resist it out of pride? By asking yourself these questions, you can begin to identify areas where humility can play a greater role in your life. Another way to practice humility is to seek out opportunities to learn from others, regardless of their position or background. Everyone has something valuable to teach, and by remaining open to those lessons, you not only expand your own knowledge, but also show respect for the experiences and insights of others. Ultimately, humility is about perspective. It's about recognizing that we're all part of something greater than ourselves, and that our value doesn't diminish when we acknowledge the strengths and contributions of others. It's a habit that fosters growth, strengthens relationships, and creates a sense of inner peace. By radiating quiet humility, you become a person of depth and authenticity. You inspire trust and admiration not by demanding attention, but by earning it through your actions and presence. In a world where ego often dominates, humility stands out as a refreshing and powerful quality, one that enriches your life and the lives of those around you. This is the essence of Stoicism, living with purpose, grace, and a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all things. As we come to the end of this journey through the 11 powerful Stoic habits, one thing becomes clear. These practices are more than just philosophical ideals, they are tools for transformation. By mastering these habits, you can unlock a version of yourself that is calm, confident, and deeply magnetic. These habits don't just improve your life, they enhance your relationships, inspire trust, and make you a source of strength and positivity for others. Think about the impact each habit could have if practiced consistently. Mastering emotional control makes you unshakable in the face of challenges. Active listening creates deep, meaningful connections. Living with purpose gives you direction and authenticity, while resilience shows others that you can rise above adversity. Confidence through simplicity, integrity, gratitude, and self-discipline elevate your presence in ways that are rare and compelling. The beauty of Stoicism is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each day is an opportunity to practice these habits and grow stronger in your commitment to living a purposeful and fulfilling life. The more you embrace these principles, the more they become second nature, shaping your character and influencing how others see and experience you. Now let's take a moment to reflect. Which habit resonated with you the most? Is there one you're eager to start practicing today? Remember, it's not about trying to master everything at once. Start small, focus on one habit, and build from there. Over time, you'll notice the incredible ripple effects these changes create in your life. Thank you for being part of this exploration into the wisdom of Stoicism. If you found this video valuable, take a moment to like, comment, and share your thoughts. Let us know which habit you're most excited to implement and why. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and actionable strategies to help you build a life rooted in purpose and authenticity. Together, we're creating a community committed to growth, resilience, and meaningful connections. As you move forward, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. That strength, grounded in these Stoic habits, is what will set you apart and make you truly unforgettable. Here's to your journey of self-discovery and transformation. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and keep becoming the best version of yourself. You've got this.